Alright, so I've had my Dewalt Flexvolt vacuum for quite a while. However, I don't use it that much because I don't have, well, it came with one bag and I've had difficulty finding replacement bags for it. So my wife and I stayed up late last night. I kind of gave her some design ideas and she helped me out. I was going to try to do it myself, but she's a little bit more, well, a lot more proficient at sewing than I am. So we actually made a bag that is reusable and washable for this Flexvolt vacuum. So let's take a look at it. So obviously this vacuum has the two HEPA filters. It also has a auto clean feature. It runs on the Flexvolt battery. And if you take a look in here, there's the bag that we designed and made. So let's take it out and see what it looks like. So basically, you pull it off. This is the bag. I can't remember 100% what this fabric is called. I went to Joann's and I told the lady what I was doing, and she picked this fabric out for me because it's breathable for the vacuum. This is going to be the first time that I actually try this bag out. So I'm going to go ahead and put it back on. If you see right here, there's a nozzle where you actually affix the vacuum. This thing does not have a lot of volume, but you know, so it's not really intended for heavy duty jobs. It's basically for light cleanup. It's also for concrete dust, and also concrete dust, drywall dust, and light cleanup. That's what the proper application. So I'm not even really sure if this is meant for, like, you know, I mean, sure, sawdust from sanding, but like maybe from power tools, probably not. I do use it with my track saw, so there's that. So basically we put like a bungee in here, and actually I have this to where you can open it and reach in and stretch out that bungee to put it over the actual port. And it's a nice little snug fit to give you a good contact points in the bag. So this is like the first prototype model of this idea, if it is. So we'll see how well it works. Now, even though I made a reusable bag, I actually don't plan on using the bag that much, but since I haven't found a replacement bag, I didn't want to use the original bag and not have anything for dust collection. I've used bigger bags in here, but they don't fit very well, and it kind of decreases the capacity, I feel, because you have to fold up a whole bunch of extra vacuum cleaner bag or dust extractor bag inside of the compartment, which actually leads to clogging and also reduced capacity. Now, I got this idea from someone on YouTube, where basically, since the Flexvolt vacuum is a T-stack, so you just pop this in, and there's little clips on the side to clip it in. Now, this is obviously not final. Basically, I was testing this theory out, and I just threw like some little tape around here. These ports I found on Amazon, and I just kind of screwed them onto each end, and then I have these adapters that go to the Flexvolt, which actually I tape those on so they don't just pull off. So now what I can do is I disconnect the hose, which is stored on board, and I plug it in to one side like that, and then I have another extension that I bought, and you just twist and pull, and I'll plug in over here on this side. And I'll grab whichever sander. Let's grab this random orbital sander. It's got the twist connection for the dust bag. I put this on. And there you go. So, and this particular one, I believe I can use a Flexvolt battery, which would give me ample run time. The actual sheet sander does not accommodate this battery. Now it does make it tippy, but you can, so I can, you know, just kind of sand all day long with that. Alright, so today I'm going to be doing some sanding of all these dollhouse components, and I'm going to be using my Dewalt Flexvolt vacuum, which is activated with a actual Bluetooth or radio frequency remote. As you can see, I have that actually attached to my Dewalt 5-inch random orbital sander. I have all these components here to sand, and I have these for all of the different pieces of the dollhouse. So that's what I'm going to be. That is what I'm going to be doing right now. Let me just make sure I have the proper sandpaper. Okay, so after doing my sanding, you can see that there's sawdust all around here, and that's because all I have is like some tape. This is screwed on this little plastic connector here. I need to actually take this off and actually put some glue, and this just has like electrical tape holding it in. And looking around on the other side, it's looking the same. You see all that sawdust that has accumulated there. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what it looks like on the inside. Alright, so we've taken all the T-stacks off, as you can see here, and then here is the part that I'm using, like I guess a faux Cyclone, if you will. Let's see what's on the inside. And there. So we see quite a bit of sawdust caught in there. It's not, you know, a ton, but you know, it is capturing sawdust. So now let's check the bag and see what that looks like. Now if you look at this here, it has like a rubber gasket here, and that's why I'm able to use this. I just need to, you know, as you see, I just have screws sitting here holding these parts on, and I need to go ahead and put some sealant to seal this up a little bit better. May even put a little bit more of a rubber grommet around here to seal this in. And you see I just bore holes in both sides for the actual dust collection. So let's see the inside of the bag. And we just pop this off. So I did not notice any kind of decrease in suction using this bag. And we look inside here. Let's look at the filters on the bottom. So you can kind of look at them. They look fairly clean. I don't see a whole lot of dust on them. Now looking down at the bag, I see there's a little bit of dust right here on the edge of the bag. There. It's still well affixed on here. So let's pull it off. You see there's sawdust going there. So we know from one thing that this makeshift Cyclone is not preventing the dust from getting into the bag. So let's see how much is in the bag itself. Oh, nice amount. So the bag is working though, for the most part. If anything, I would say that there's right around the zipper area, there may be a little bit of leakage. As you can see right here, there's an opening there. So what I might do to this bag is actually add like a Velcro top. But I don't see, like you see where I pulled back here, you can see sawdust under there, but there was no sawdust around. Let's zip the bag up and kind of lift up the bag and see what it looks like underneath. And you see underneath it looks pretty good. So that's not bad actually. I think that's going to work out pretty well. This fabric, I'll find out. I'm going to take a piece of this fabric to, oh, there you go. You see that? Now you can see why there's a little hole right there. So yeah, I'm going to have to put a Velcro cover over this portion, or else the filters are going to go prematurely. But overall, I think this worked out really well. On the outside of the bag, I don't see much. But on the inside, it's collected a pretty good deal. And you can see it's just all, you know, caked on the inside of the bag there. I would call this a win. On this end of the bag, you don't see any leakage. It's just right here where the zipper does not actually close the device. So the dust can actually come right through that hole right there. So like I said, on the next, we'll probably add some kind of a flap over here with Velcro on one side. So sew it on one side so it Velcros over. Might not even need to add it to the whole length, but you might as well. But anyways, going back to what I was saying before, I'm going to take, I still have a portion of this material. I'm going to take it back to Joann's and ask them what type of material this is and get some more to make another bag, so that like when I take one of these out to like wash it, I'll have another one. And as I said, when I said a bungee is in here, it's basically just like a hair tie that like my wife uses on her hair. No, sorry. We were going to use a hair tie like my wife uses on her hair, but because I would have had to cut it to put it inside of here, we ended up using some Velcro, and we sewed it up on one end to make a circle tight enough to fit around this this opening here. As you can see, we made it surround this circle area so that it would be snug behind this ledge right here. And so far, like I said, it's done well. The fact that this bag here is nice and flexible and pliable makes it ideal, because you see this tight little turn here. If you look on the outside and see, oh, right here. So you're going in from here, and then it's making this U, almost like a, you know, it's more than a 90-degree turn to go back into the bag. So when you use the actual real bag, which, let me see if I can find it here, it's not as flexible as this right here. Well, let's see if I have the bag around here somewhere. Yeah, here it is here. So this is the bag that I never used. And if you look at where the opening is, right? So you're actually going to have to turn this bag around like this and pop it on there like this. And you see how it fits in the actual deal there. It's just not the best design for this particular vacuum. And as I said, the other ones, which I have them stored away in a tub somewhere, so I'm not going to pull that out. But it's like at least 1.5 times this size, and the actual cardboard cutout is huge, so you have to kind of bend it all in on itself, and it just barely kind of fits within the actual vacuum. So as I said, I'm going to call this flexible bag here a win. I'm going to be making some more, and I'm actually going to have my wife show me how I watched her, and I started sewing this bag myself, but I'm gonna have her show me how to sew it so I can kind of do it on my own to make extra bags for this. But I'm happy with it. So anyways, thanks for taking time to watch the video, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.